I love my Tracker Pro 170, but the factory setup, let's just say it needs help. Here's 5 upgrades that I'm going to make and that could make your experience with the Tracker 170 Pro that much better. So here is my 5 things to upgrade on the Tracker Pro 170. 2 of them already completed, and 3 of them that are coming down the pipeline. Let's do it. All right, guys. The first upgrade that I completed, this is number 1, dual bank battery charger. I had them do this at the dealership. Made my life 10 times easier. I didn't want to have to go in there drilling in my new boat. Let's check it out. So this compartment has a massive gas tank. It's 11 point something gallons. Takes up most of this compartment back here. The rest of the compartment's taken up by your cranking battery and the battery for the rest of your components and your trolling motor. It's tucked up in here. But I immediately thought, hey, I don't want to have to take this thing off the water, especially when I'm fishing in the evening, come back, plug in battery chargers to this. I was like, I just want it to be as simple as it can possibly be. I hit up the dealership. I said, hey, do you guys have anything that you could install? They said, yep, we can do it same day. You can come pick it up. So I went and did that. And what they installed for me was a Noco Genius Gen 5 dual bank battery charger. This thing will top these batteries up quickly. It will trickle charge to keep them topped off until I'm ready to go. And then I pull up, I have an extension cord running straight out of the house. Boom, plug it in. Just like you'd plug in any other appliance. And then I don't gotta think about it. I tuck this away right here, close it up. So that is by far my number 1 suggestion, first thing you should be doing when you get this boat.
The Noco Genius Gen 5 did cost me about $250 to get installed at the dealership. I did want to remind you guys to please like, comment, subscribe. Those metrics tell me if I'm doing well or not, and they mean the world to me.
But for me, this is a game changer because what a lot of people end up doing is they get a new boat, or they just get a boat in general, and they will spend a lot of time dinking around with it and having to do a lot of maintenance, and they get worn out, and then they just stop using their boat. For me, I wanted everything to be as simple as possible. I get the boat off the water, I make sure everything's tip-top shape, that nothing's damaged, nothing's wrong. I bring it home, I park it, I make sure that it's not going anywhere, and then I just plug it in. Super simple, nothing to it, and then I can just throw the cover on. It's all said and done. On my old boat, I would actually have to physically lift the battery out of the boat because I didn't want to run a cable to it because it was in the yard, and it was just a hassle. It wasn't fun. So upgrade number 1, dual bank battery charger. And then that takes us to upgrade number 2, the other one that I have completed. And this one is more for just if you're a creator or if you're trying to capture those moments on the water. This one's not going to be for the average person that's out fishing and just having fun, you know. But it is a YOLOtech power stick. This thing is an absolute lifesaver. If you know what it is, great. If you don't, it is a stick that goes into the port. It has these different cuffs on here for screwing into the holder on the back for where your light would go. Got these clips here that extend it. And then the way it works is you take it, here, let me show you. Open up your port. There's holes in the bottom. You're gonna line those up just like you would if you're putting in your light. Line it up so that the screw's just right. Get it in there. And then you're gonna take this little skirt, you're gonna screw it in, just like you would your normal nav light. And it has, you turn on your nav light, or you can actually turn on your anchor light, because either one will work. I'll show you. So you have your nav light and your anchor light. Anchor light only powers the back light, so let's go back and look. And it actually sends power up this pole, and it lights up this USB, and then this USB charges that GoPro even while I'm using it. I mean, this thing is a total game changer because I don't even got to think about this thing. As long as it's not overheating, it's capturing everything that's going on, and it's an absolute lifesaver. Got to test this out once, but it's going to become a mainstay and a everyday use kind of thing for filming. And then when you're done, you just flip off the nav light, or the anchor light in my case, untwister, Whoa. And this thing is rated to handle winds and going back and forth way faster than what this boat can go. So there's no worries there about it flying out. Upgrade number 3, and the one that I'm going to be making next, this one has been the biggest hassle for me. And to say that this has been the biggest hassle is kind of funny because it's one of the most simple things. When you get that boat off the water or you're putting it in, you have straps in the back to hold it down so that you're not bouncing around on the road. Well, here they are. They're cheap, they don't work very well, and I've already bloodied my hand twice using them because you pull this strap, it pulls this up, and it pops. And me not thinking about it, not having used these in the past, I hurt myself a couple times. Also, these things are already wearing from the factory. This has to be the cheapest thing that Tracker puts on these boats. I know people don't like the trolling motor, yada yada, you can cry about that all you want, but these are silly. So what I'm gonna order to replace these are these, they're actually ratcheting buckles down here. You install them down here, and then you just take the ratchet, pop it on there, crank it down a few times, done. Easy as that, nothing else to it. I'm really excited for that upgrade. That one's coming soon. I think I just ordered it a couple days ago, so it should be arriving. Gonna be great. And then there's the upgrade that everybody always says they need on this boat. I still don't think I need it. I don't think it's a necessity, but for quality of life and for the amount of fishing I'm gonna be doing in this boat, I'm gonna end up doing it. So the Tracker comes with a 45-pound thrust edge, and it does do the job. It does the thing you want it to do. My biggest gripe with it, that guy. That foot pedal is clunky. It's not fun to use for long periods of time. Nobody wants to stand up all day and have their foot raised up that high off the ground. The boat itself doesn't come with a recessed footwell. I could install that, but instead of going through all that hassle, my plan is to upgrade this 45-pound to the 55-pound version that actually has the transducer built into it, and it has spot lock. It will make my life 10 times easier. I get to stay with the 12-volt unit. I don't got to upgrade batteries and everything else and run new cabling. I don't got to do any of that. Just put the 55-pound 12-volt spot lock, transducer, everything I could want all in one. It's pricey. I believe it's about $1,800–1,900 bucks. So that'll be down the road. Not something that's happening tomorrow, not something that's probably even happening this summer, but it is something that's going to happen. And then for the final upgrade, and the one that just about everybody other than the trolling motor wants on this boat, and that's better electronics. This thing, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. In fact, it's 10 times better than what I had over there. I didn't have any electronics on that boat. So being able to see the depth, the water temp, being able to mark fish, awesome. Super, super practical. It does what it's supposed to do. My gripe with it, the screen's too small. I know it, and I know that there's a lot of other features out there, like the Helix 7 can do the side view, so I can actually see what's to the side of the boat. I know that in the future I'm going to want to get something up front with spot lock, but that's way in the future. We don't need anything crazy like that right now, because let's be real, it's like playing a video game in a boat, which, I mean, that sounds fun, but I'm out fishing to connect with nature, not just to stare at a screen. But we'll get there one day. We will do that. But my thought process is this is the Garmin Striker 4. I'm thinking I'm going to upgrade to a Helix 7 here. Something where I can put chips in it so I can see the lake layouts. Because this thing does do GPS, so I can mark, but it doesn't actually show the layout of the lake. So I could be rolling up on 1 to 2 feet of water and not even know. And that to me is not a lot of fun. I want to actually know what I'm getting myself into when I go out there. And upgrading this will help. And then I'm either going to take this and put it up front, or I'm going to get something else and put it up front. But when I was at the dealership, they did tell me that under here, if you take this carpet up, there's actually already cabling ran so that you can install something up here, get a mount, and then I could have something up here. What I've been doing is I'll be sitting in this chair, and I just turn this guy around. And it works. And you know, my eyes aren't the worst in the world. I can see it, but it's just inconvenient. It's not fun to be swiveling back and forth and looking around. And this is only really marking things that are behind the boat. So if it is marking fish, I have to turn the whole boat around, and it's a whole thing. But I do like it, so it's hard. I don't want to get rid of it because I don't like it. I just want to get rid of it because I know there's better out there. So that one's the bottom of my list for upgrades, but it is an upgrade that I want to do. So those are my necessary upgrades for the Tracker Pro 170. 2 of them are already done, 1 of them's coming up, and 2 more are going to be huge. Let me know If there's anything that I missed, anything that you guys think is super necessary for this boat, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Those metrics really help me. They give me the feedback that I need to know that I'm doing the right things and that I should keep going. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I really want to run some cool series, but it's hard to run those series when you don't have the subscribers and you don't have the view. As soon as I can get there, I have some really cool ideas and some fun stuff to do. Until next time, guys, keep on fishing, keep on gaining XP. This is Prongs Outdoors.